Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first leadership call of Team Hope, standing for the home of powerful entrepreneurs. I believe we all are ones that are very entrepreneurial spirits, and we're all about lifting each other up. And this training call tonight, or this Zoom meeting, is really to empower all of us to be able to become better leaders at what we do. So what Lourdes and I will be coming on shortly here really want to share this right here. Leaders become great, not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. And it's really about what we want to really start promoting here with everyone is really about leadership and talking about how we can help each other become better at that. So as we're going through this tonight, it's going to be very brief. We're going to try to keep it at about 30 minutes. But in this business, it's about 20% practice and about 80% mindset. And the practice part of it has about 5 key things that we want to talk about in this. Lourdes will go a little bit more into the mindset, but I want to talk about that the fortune is in the follow-up. We talk about how important we all need to stress to get good at practicing with the invite. Well, equally is the practice with the follow-up. Again, and that saying fortune is in the follow-up. So once you've invited someone to that presentation, there is about 5 important tips that we really want to stress with people, because this can really make or break your business. You spend time to invite them and share that presentation, but if you don't have proper follow-up, they're just going to get lost through the channels. And it's important, a sense of urgency as well when we do our invite as there is in the follow-up. So a few of the tips that we'll talk about here tonight is, do what you say you're going to do. When you're at that presentation, you say, okay, where do you see yourself? Well, usually those 3 questions, no, thank you, or, I can see myself taking the product, or I can see myself taking the product and I'd like to know more about the business. So depending on, usually there are 2 or 3. If they say, well, I've got to do a little research, well, great. What I'm going to do is right after this, I'm going to send you an email and I'm going to send you some information. And would it be okay? It's going to be very helpful for you to be able to do your research. Most people can within 24 to 48 hours. Would it be okay if I follow up with you in 2 days? And so you're waiting to, again, meeting after the meeting. That's the main purpose of that meeting, is to schedule the next thing. Equally for the business part of it, what you're going to be sending them. I'm going to be sending you, hey, a webinar, Brandon Cunningham, whatever it might be. But when you say that you're going to do that, you want to make sure you schedule that you're both very clear before you leave. Okay, so I'm going to just making sure I'm going to reach out to you on today's Wednesday. On Friday is 5 o'clock good, set a time. So you're both on the same pages, and it's so important to be able to do that. The third thing that we really want to stress is most people, I think, like myself, I don't know about you, in the beginning, I signed up right away. In fact, I was the one that called Lourdes. She didn't even have to seek me out. I sought her out. It's what came in my path. But most of the time, that's not the norm. And most people are, it's a process is what I tell them. I know that you're going to need a little more information. I understand that. Most people don't make a decision right away tonight. I want you to, be very comfortable when you make the decision. I'm looking for a business partner to help and grow with. And so I like to make sure that I tell all of my new distributors that, be prepared, that it can be 4 to 6 exposures to this, 4 to 6 follow-ups, whether you might send them something, meet again, maybe you might meet again, in person versus a Zoom, and then in person, and then it might be, maybe the second follow-up is their presentation and you're going to talk to them again. And then maybe they're very serious and you want to sit down and meet with a mentor of yours. So I just want expectations to be realistic, that the norm is 4 to 6 presentations or exposures with possible distributors. Move people from event to event, meaning that from whether it might be a coffee shop meeting, an in-home meeting, a Zoom meeting, is, again, the next follow-up. What is that? We call that's the next event. Get them to, like I said, from a Zoom meeting to, go to Big Blue Calendar and look where the next event is. And I would say, before you come into, whether it's meeting them in person or in a Zoom meeting, you want to go to the Big Blue Calendar and look to see where in your area might be the next presentation. Lourdes and I will be talking a little bit more at the end of this, but we're looking at, doing virtual presentations for opportunity meetings for people to come to, rather than, getting in their car and taking them somewhere. So more opportunities for exposure, more what we call events to let your prospect see. And just like in the invite, it's if I, would you, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? That could be an invite, no different than in the follow-up. When you get to the end of your presentation and, you're saying to them on a scale of, maybe 1 to, they're saying, yeah, I might be interested in the business. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you see yourself? Well, I'm a 5. Well, what are some of your concerns? What are some of your fears? What are some of your questions that I can possibly answer? And, they might say, well, I've got to do a little bit more research. Well, great. If I would send you a webinar presentation, it's great. It covers a lot more than what we covered here, because this is like a date tonight. We were just really getting you some basics to see where your interest lies. So if I would send you a webinar, would you watch it? So that if I would you is a great tool. And so it's a great tip both in the invite and on the follow-up. I want to turn this over to Lourdes. She's our guest speaker tonight. We talked about 20% is practice. It's practicing in the invite. It's practicing in the follow-up. But the mindset is that other 80%. They used to say 90-10 is what I kind of remember, but we're looking at practice 20%, mindset 80%. And so Lourdes is going to speak about the mindset and different things that can help us with this learning curve as we're all growing our business. And Lourdes was just very fortunate to be part of this Operation Smile in Thailand. And so I'm anxious for her to share what, being able to be at a Pro 8 and having the opportunity to now starting to, what we all aspire for, I think, is we all help each other with building our business, but how about helping the unfortunate people like you've had a chance to with Lourdes? So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen so Lourdes can go ahead and take over the next part of this.
All right, so let's see. It's so good to see you all. And Carol, thank you for, just stepping up and just being the leader that you want to be. And I know that sometimes we have to do things that get us out of our comfort zone, or sometimes we're tired, right? Like, I know you have a full-time job and you still want to be committed to, to growing as a leader. So thank you for doing what you're doing. And so yes, so today I just want to share from my heart. I had a really humble experience. Let's see, I'm just going to request to be the host, because I'm not sure that I can. Let's see, if you can make me the host, then I think I'm able to show. There you go. All right. So yeah, so Operation Smile was really a great opportunity, and you talk about helping others. I got to tell you, the first person I had to help in order for me to do any of this was myself. I did a lot of personal work at the beginning of my career at LifeVantage. I've been fortunate to be surrounded by amazing people, starting from Laura, who is my enroller, who was there for me and would call me every day, and that's very important. So if you have a brand new distributor, that distributor is not quite ready to go, just call them every day. How are you doing? And she did that with me, and that was one of the things that kept me going through the tough moments. And then you just have to have a belief that you can build this business and invest time and resources to help yourself. So to me, just going to this trip was just something that I had seen in my mind, when I started the business. I wanted to one day be able to give back to people, especially people in third world countries, because as you guys know, or some of you know, I'm from Mexico City, so I come from a third world country, so I understand the needs of especially children. My heart is with children. And Operation Smile, what they do is they perform operations for these little kids that many times are hidden by their families because they're different, right? Their faces, they're deformed, and so their parents, they hide them and keep them in their homes so that other kids and other people don't make fun of them. And just watch these transformations and being able to be there with other leaders of the company. It was amazing. I love this quote on the left hand side that says, there's so many problems in this world that don't have solutions, but this has a solution and we know how to fix it. And this is the chairman of the board for Operation Smile. And when I saw that quote, I understood what they meant about changing and really performing an hour operation. But I also thought about our company and the problems that we have, which are, first one is oxidative stress, right? There is a problem and we have a solution. We know how to fix it. We know how to reduce it. And the second is, people have financial problems or financial issues at home, and we know how to fix it. We know how to teach people the skills to be able to get out of those situations. So I cannot have in words the experience, you guys. I invite you that if you have an opportunity to go to Mexico or Thailand, which are the two different places, the two different countries that we so far have gone physically and helped. It's a trip of a lifetime. I was able to take my daughter, and for me to watch her, and I know Bill, Blue, and his wife, they took their daughters. They're about my daughter's age, and you can see them there. Beautiful kids. These kids get to travel with their parents all over the world because as pro tens they travel a lot, and as an elite, as elite in the company, you're able to do that. So it's just an inspiration for everybody. And Darren here on the left, he was there only for like a day or so because he wanted to be a part of this, and he flew 23 hours just to be with us and to be with these kids. And that just speaks about the heart of these executives of our company, and it was just unbelievable. So very humble, very grateful that we had that opportunity. Okay, so let's talk about mindset. Like Carol was saying, mindset is 80% of our business. And I don't know who I was talking to the other day. I said, if we were robots, if we didn't have a heart, we weren't humans, we would be pro-tens, because we would program our little machines, okay, go do 500 presentations, and we would have our 5 runners. But we're humans, and we have a mind, and we have a programming that it's sometimes the biggest obstacle for us to reach our goals. So mindset to me, it's huge. So I found this, it was fascinating when I was reading it. And it talks about what kind of mindset do you have. And I want you to pay attention to this, because it will explain to you why people act and react the way they do when it comes to the business. And sometimes we don't understand why, but if you look at the green, mindset, it's a growth mindset, and then the pink is a fixed mindset. Well, what's a growth mindset? Well, the person on the left, says, I can learn anything I want to, versus a person with a fixed mindset would say, I'm either good at it or I'm not. Just kind of close, minded. It sounds like somebody just doesn't want to be flexible. Or when I'm frustrated, I persevere. I love when people say that. That's attitude, right? People on the right with a fixed mindset says, when I'm frustrated, I give up. And how many people we know in our businesses that have given up, right? And you're like, why? Why would you give up? Why would you keep going? Well, because you have a fixed mindset and they're not open for that growth mindset. Another one would be, I want to challenge myself, right? And I know people with this great attitude. People on the right say, I don't like to be challenged. Frustrating, right? When you find people like that. Now, another one, when I fail, I learn. Beautiful. We all want to learn because we've failed many times. People on the right. When I fail, I'm not good. People just get, just frustrated and depressed, and like you call these people and they're like not answering the phone because they don't feel good. They think I'm not good. I'm not good at this. I can't do this business. So the person on the left says, tell me I try hard. Person on the right, tell me I'm smart. Different mindsets. Another one, if you succeed, I'm inspired. If you succeed, I feel threatened. Very, very important. Especially when you're a leader, you need to be a confident leader, which is the person on the left. An insecure leader would be the one that feels threatened by somebody else's success. So pay attention how your mind is working. And the last one, my effort and attitude determine everything. Person on the right, my abilities determine everything. So just, analyze these, just think about it and make sure that you understand this concept and think, okay, do I have a growth mindset or do I have a fixed mindset? And the person that I'm dealing with, my distributors, my new prospects, what kind of mindset do they have? I hope that one, helps you understand better people, because that's what we deal with every day, people. And to end, I would like to share a video. This is I love these videos, and a lot of times I just go to YouTube and every morning, it's important to spend at least 15 minutes investing in yourself. And this video talks about mindset, so I hope you like it. Just want to make sure that if you're not able to hear it, just let me know. But I think we're good to go.
We're good, Lourdes.
What do you want out of life?
I don't know. To be happy?
To be happy.
I want the American dream. I want to be happy.
I am the only problem I will ever have. And I am the only solution. I am the only problem I will ever have, and I am the solution.
Well, I mean, positively and negative. I mean, you attract. Now, not just what you feel. You attract what you feel, what you are, what you attract. What's on your mind? Yes,
It's like
exactly.
the law of physics. I don't know how anybody can disagree with that. It's just, ask any physicist; they'll tell you that it's true.
I become what I think about all day long. And once you know that what you think about is what expands, you start getting real careful about what you think about. You don't allow your thoughts to be on anything that you don't want, or that you wouldn't want to have manifest or show up for you in your life.
You know, I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that that you can speak things into existence. And I believe that when you know where you're going and you know what you want, the universe has a way of stepping aside for you.
You have to understand, you are a magnet.
It's our intention. Our intention is everything. Nothing happens on this planet without it. Not one single thing has ever been accomplished without intention.
Einstein's most famous quotes, he said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Logic will get you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere.
I think my imagination has always kept me going, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, just imagine myself collecting awards. Just imagine myself, you know what I mean, getting big parts. Imagine myself working with the greatest actors. Everybody can imagine themselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what, actually, yeah, I can see myself, you know, being an influencer in colours, you know what I mean? Because I can make that happen, I can make that happen.
You got to understand something about like attracts like. If you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand.
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
You are a magnet. Whatever you are, that's what you draw to you. If you're negative, you're going to draw negativity. You're positive, you draw positive. You're a kind person, more people are kind to you.
This is the law of attraction. I mean, you have to, in the struggle, you know, when things are going good and you visualize these good things happening, you visualize more good things happening, that's easy. What's not easy to do is when things are going bad and you're visualizing the good stuff.
That's what freezes people. When you're trying to figure out your life all the way to the end, when you can't figure it out, it freezes you from trying it because you go, oh, well, I can't figure that out. Oh, I can't go over there because I don't know how. You don't have to know how. You have to ask, believe, and receive.
Don't allow anybody else's opinions. Don't allow what it says on the internet. Don't allow the research. Don't allow what anybody out there tells you is possible or not possible for you. There are many ways to get the things that we want for ourselves in our lives. But basically, it all begins with how we choose to think.
I visualized, I'm sitting here holding the steering wheel, visualizing a brand new car and visualizing good things in times of struggle. And that, when you can do that, I think that really makes that law of attraction work. I think it really attracts to you more.
I very often watch a lot of young people sort of meander around without any idea about why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, to want and to be ambitious and to want to be successful is not enough.
All right. Did you like that video? I hope you did.
Great.
And that's the kind of messages that we have to every day. We just have to remind ourselves, because it's so easy to go back to our standards and what people say, you know, and how our parents, you know, told us or programmed us, or just because that's just society, etc. So I have found myself spending hours and hours reprogramming my mind, and it wasn't until I was able to do so that my life started changing in every way. So so I hope you liked it, and I hope you spend at least 15 minutes a day on your personal growth. And to end, I wanted to share these 4 questions. In, you know, if you have time tonight, just kind of a write on, I don't know if you have a journal or something, but you can just write down your thoughts about it. And first question is why? Why do you want to do this business? Why do you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish with LifeVantage? Why do you want to go through the ups and downs? Why? Have it very clear why. And second question is why not? why not? Why not? I mean, why not really think that it's possible? Why not understanding that you can have an unlimited life, and just write it down. Third question is, why not you? Understand how you feel about you deserving, being able to be an elite in the company, or being able to have the abundance, the financial abundance. Why not you? Why not you be the one that is traveling the world? Why not you being the one that is teaching people? Why not you being the one that is up on stage? Feel how you feel about that. And the fourth question is, why not now? I mean, are you really waiting for something, or are you really ready to, to be that person that you have seen yourself and in your imagination? So important questions, and this is kind of the reason why I just absolutely love this business. Is because of this business, because of the platform that we have with LifeVantage. I've been able to become a better mother, a better wife, a better person, a better friend, and I want this for everybody. This is a gift, what we have. Don't ever apologize for what you got, ever. Don't ever feel bad about it. Just make sure that you're always confident when you're in front of people, and you tell them it is a gift, and you're so lucky that you're in front of me, because I'm about to show you how you can find your freedom and enjoy the rest of your life. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you, Carol, for putting us together, and for inviting me to share a little bit of my story. We all have a story, and we all have a story to share. Everyone needs to hear your story. Everyone needs to hear about how you went from whatever it is, like me, I went from having a business that was about to collapse to really finding my angel, Laura, and just be open for that gift that she gave me. So it's an honor being with you here tonight, Carol. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope that you all could take something from this training, and if you did, that'd be awesome.
Thanks, Lourdes. And, I'm excited about this because Lourdes and I have been talking about, each week trying to, like, hopefully next week we're hoping to bring Lynette on, Stansbury. She's a phenomenal person in our company that's, talk about a mentor, right? And so I'm excited about this, something once a week that I see Jackie on here and John's on here, and so, people that are from remote areas that, don't have a lot to connect to, that this is our connection, as a team, this Team H.O.P.E, to, continue building our network marketing skills, to become more professionals, right? And, we're all fortunate to have this family.
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you, everybody. We're going to record these. It's actually being recorded, and we're going to post it on our YouTube channel and send it out for those that weren't able to be on it. And other than that, we're good until next Wednesday. And yes, we will have a Pro9 Lynette Stansbury be our guest. She's going to be, sharing her amazing story. And what she's been able to accomplish. She's an amazing woman, and we're so lucky to have her. I think Liz wants to say something. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Lourdes. That was awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. And I just wanted to ask you, what is the name of the YouTube channel?
What is the name of what?
What is the name of the YouTube channel that you're going to post this to?
Oh, it's Team H.O.P.E.
Team H.O.P.E. Okay, very good.
And then so we'll upload it on the WhatsApp too, so that you'll be able to watch it again.
Okay, great. All right, that'll be great. Thank you.
Very good. All right. Well, we all have our families waiting for us, so it's a pleasure seeing you. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll do this next Wednesday.
All right. Thanks again, Lourdes. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.